turning store-bought puff pastry into these beautiful desserts. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make beautiful desserts from easy, cheap, store-bought puff pastry. So let's start with some apples, and we're going to peel these on super speed. So just roll up your sleeves and go. Make sure you dice them nice and finely like this. Then squeeze over half a lemon using a sieve to catch the pips. This will stop it from browning, oxidizing with, well, the oxygen. Give them a little toss, make sure they're all covered, and we'll take them to the stove. And into a cold pan, pour 100 grams of sugar, then turn the heat to a medium-low and heat it up without stirring until it gets to a nice brown sticky caramel. When you get the dark brown caramel, throw your apples in and give it a good toss to completely coat the apples. Then add a touch of salt and cook all the juice out of the apples on low until you get a nice dark brown caramel colour. It should take about 10-15 minutes, but once there we can throw in our choice of alcohol, a cognac, a brandy or a whiskey. I went with a white rum, and as we flambe you can kind of just about make out the flame. Once it's finished setting on fire, throw in a knob of butter and give it a good toss around to emulsify it with all the apples. Then just cook it out for another couple of minutes and we're ready for the pastry. So gently roll out your pastry, lay it flat on the surface and give it a little stroke before you dollop on all that beautiful caramelized apple, but make sure it's cooled down first. But as you can see, we're just spreading it all the way around to the edges and then sprinkling it with a little bit of cinnamon before gently starting to roll it up like a big cigar from the bottom. You want to be really careful because it might be a little bit wet now, the mixture, but just roll it up as tight as you possibly can. Then just nip it sealed at the ends, then get a knife and just cut all the way down the middle. Make sure you cut all the way through. Then we're just going to wrap it around itself to make the nice braid formation. Then make it into a circle and nip it together at the ends to seal it off. Transfer it to a baking tray with baking paper and then brush on a lightly beaten egg all the way across. Make sure you're getting all the little gaps. This will give it a really nice dark golden brown colour. Then just sprinkle a touch of sugar on the edges. This will also caramelise the outside. Then bake it at 180 degrees for about 25 minutes or until beautifully crisp and golden brown, like this. I think it looks awesome, but the wife doesn't. She thinks she can do better. So she's going to show me what she can do by rolling out the pastry and just giving it a little pat while she looks for what she's actually going to put in it. But, oh yeah, there we go, we found it, some Nutella. Now she's just going to meticulously paste on the Nutella inch perfect. But don't worry, I'll speed this up for you. And she's so happy about this next ingredient, she's doing us a little dance. So into a bowl with the cream cheese, and we're mixing in about 2 tablespoons of icing sugar, and creaming that together till it's nice and sweet. Give it a little taste, and then start slathering it on. And what better way to accompany Nutella than with nuts? So there she goes, just chopping up some hazelnut, and then just generously scattering them across the Nutella and cream cheese. But she's not done yet. Here we go with some cranberries, same thing, scattering them across when she's chopped them, then exactly the same principle. Start from the bottom and roll it up like a nice tight cigar. Slicing it in half, and begin folding it over itself, nipping it at the ends, but this one we're going to leave in a straight line, you know, just for a bit of variety. Make sure you brush it again with a beaten egg, and bake it again at 180 degrees for about 25 minutes or until beautifully golden brown like this. Let's finish them both off with a sprinkle of icing sugar, and come on, you have to admit, they look pretty good. Now it's time to compare, and personally I like fruit better in pastries and stuff like that, but she obviously likes chocolate better. They both make a pretty good centerpiece. But there she goes, trying to convince me that hers is better. It's definitely not. Fruit is way better than Nutella. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, do all that stuff, and remember to just keep cooking. Oh, actually, they are both pretty good. I'm just going to take it.
No way,
Bye.
that's mine.